Hello everyone and welcome back to my videos. In this video I just wanted to give you an update on our journey from homeschooling to Christian private this year. In some videos ago I mentioned that I sent two of my middle girls to private Christian school this year. We were so grateful to receive a scholarship to be able to do that, and I wanted to give you an update on how that's going on. It's been really such an amazing experience for my girls. They absolutely love it. They are excited. I love seeing their excitement to go to school every day. It's a small Christian school, so they have like 10 to 12 kids per class. The teachers are just amazing teachers. They are using good, solid curriculum like Abeka and BJU. But not only that, they are pouring into our kids spiritually, character development, morals, values, gospel of Jesus Christ, which is such an amazing thing because it's such an important thing for us to have the teachers come alongside with us and co-disciple our kids. Such an amazing thing. We are still their main influence, but having that has been such a great outlet for us, and it's utilizing the village to raise our kids. It's been really, really good for us. So our girls love it. I want to say there's one of my girls where there's been just small gaps that she's had to fill as she's going into this new school, using new curriculum in certain areas, and so she's quickly filled up those gaps and she's doing good. They're doing phenomenal. They love it. There's lots of class activities. I see all of the cool things they do in labs, and they just come home with all types of stories that I love. I really, really love. We sent the two middle girls because we wanted them to have differentiated learning this year. We wanted them to have like on grade specific type of instruction, and that's exactly what they're getting. And they're getting it with peers in a small setting, small sweet setting. One thing that I did not expect to happen was that my son Luke really took it in a really hard way when the girls left. We've always homeschooled together. We're like a little tribe, and we do all things together, and we sit at the table together, and we homeschool, and it's always been a group thing, and it's been like a tribe effort. So when the girls left, there's definitely a change in dynamics, and we miss them for sure. Especially he missed them the most. And so when we would drop them off at school, he was really just, it took a toll on his day, and he was like, "Mom, I want to be with the girls at school. I miss them." And I said, "Well, we already bought your homeschool curriculum this year. This is what we're gonna do this year." But God, he had other plans, and it's like we make plans and God laughs at them, because I received an email from the school administrator saying there is a space that opened up in the second grade. If you would like to take it, let us know. You have 24 hours to answer. We let you know because you have other kids in school, and we knew that they had siblings. And so let's take a quick break and talk about preschool. Are you looking to do preschool at home? Well, I still think preschool at home is just the best way to teach your kids because they learn so much faster. Let's talk about the Preschool Essentials binder. If you're looking to do preschool at home in just 20 minutes a day, you're going to be able to find here reading, literacy, and math. You're also gonna have phonics in here. It brings the Elemental Phonics series included in the binder here. So it's all here, and you just do like 20 minutes a day, and your child will be prepared, well prepared for kindergarten year. It also brings a checklist so that you're able to assess your children. It brings anchor charts. It brings all types of things. I did make a review on the Preschool Essentials binder that I'll link below. I also want to mention the Preschool Essentials Course, which actually has the binder and all of the materials included. That's if you're looking to know how to teach reading, writing, and math, how to have a schedule for your preschoolers. I really dive deep into the three areas, reading, writing, and math, and how to really teach kids with the Preschool Essentials binder, and it brings it all. And for this particular video, I'm giving a special discount for you all. So if you're looking to preschool at home, I'm gonna link below the Preschool Essentials course, which includes the binder. Okay, let us know, because we need to move on to the next parent if you're not gonna take it. And so we just went into prayer and just brought it to the Lord, and I talked to my husband about it, and we went with it. And so my son has joined the girls at school, and he absolutely loves it. Like when I wake up in the morning, he like springs out of bed and he's like putting his uniform on and he loves it. And this is how God was in the details. The spot where he was going to be sitting at in school was right next to a friend from church. And that little friend was so loving and so welcoming, and he made him feel so comfortable in class by introducing him to other little boys as well. And so then now he's got like a little crew of boys that he hangs out with, and if there was anyone that needed such an outlet, was him, because he's in a house full of 5 girls. Yes, 5 sisters. One of them is a foster child that's here with us. She's been here for a while. And so yeah, it's been really sweet for him. One downside for him though has been that it's far too easy for him. So he's got like straight A's and it's effortless for him. And the reason for that is because when I placed him in school, I placed him according to his age and where he belonged by age, not what he was doing here at home. At home, he was working a grade ahead in a lot of the subjects. But I really wanted to, for him, I didn't want to put him where he would be the youngest one in class. And so I think this was the best decision for him. So even though it's easy for him, there's still things that he's learning that is still at grade level for him. And what we're doing is after school, we're supplementing his work, where we're giving him the same type of math that he was doing here at home at that grade level that he was working at, so that we're able to challenge him. And there's other things that we do after school with him and with the other kiddos too, to help them supplement and to help them learn better what they're learning at school. And I would love to share our after school routines with you and how we help the kiddos after school. But yeah, it's been such a sweet time for the kids. They come home with all types of stories. There's lots of really cool things that they get to do at school that they weren't really doing here at home. And I mean, then there's things that they don't get to do at school that they were doing here at home. So it's different. It's different. It's just a different type of learning, a different type of experience. And that's really what I wanted for them. I wanted them to have in their pocket of experiences just, oh, I remember that time, that season where I homeschooled with mom, but then I remember that time where I was in that Christian school and I have all these memories there. And so that's what it's been. Gabriella's home with me. She's 5 and she was a little bit sad when Luke, her brother, left with the girls. They get out early though. They get out at 2:15, so it's really not that big of a long day. But she's having a sweet time with me at home. She gets a lot of attention from mom now, and I get to do a lot of on-grade specific type of things with her. And she is doing so well. I also have my high school at home, which is doing dual enrollment through high school. And that's a whole new world. I would love to update you all on dual enrollment and how it is with its pros and cons and public education and going into the colleges. It's just so much in that, but I'd love to update you all on that soon. But I have 2 of my kids at home right now, and I'm really loving my time with them. I'm also focusing on myself and a lot of the things that I needed to focus on here at home, with just organizing the home, cleaning the home. Also working on my master's degree right now online, and I've joined a women's exercise class that I really love. It's like a fitness, weightlifting type of class that I really love, and it's been a great outlet for me. So where do I see us next year with the kids? Well, with the kids next year, I think I see us all going into the Christian school arena next year, because I think the way that our family is that we like being together, and we're like a little tribe, we're like a little group. And I think that for the 15 years that I've been at home, it's been such a sweet and blessed time where I've gotten to make some really amazing memories with my kids. I've gotten to see them do all types of milestones and teaching them how to read, and all the cool memories we've made together. I mean, it's just such a sweet time that we've had together, and I would never trade all of our homeschool years together. And I'm sure they'll sweetly remember all our years together. But I think that God has given us so much in all of these years, and He's prepared us for something that He's calling us to right now, which is bringing what we've learned and what God has given us into the world. And I think my kids are gonna have that opportunity. They're not only getting from this little village, but they're giving also a lot of what we have really come to treasure here at home, and being able to pass that forward. So I see us going into the Christian school next year. As you all know, I have a teaching certification, so I'll probably be teaching at the school too with the kids if I'm offered an opportunity there. And it would just be a sweet way of me giving back. I mean, it's just, I love teaching. I am a teacher at heart. When I was like 4 to 5 years old, I would line up all of my stuffed animals and I would teach all of my little kids. Since I was 4 to 5 years old, I was already a teacher at heart. And so I think it'll be great for me to be able to contribute that way. Right now at the school, I'm actually really involved, and this is what I recommend for you parents that have kids in school. Be involved in your kids' school. I do mystery readers where I go in and I read to their classes, and I bring a craft, an edible craft usually. I also, if there's any field trips, I like to go with them. I haven't gone on any yet, but I have plans on going on their field trips with them as chaperones. I also go to their chapel days. So every week they have chapel, and they have just a seat time where you get to sit with your kids, and there's singing and there's dancing, and there's usually a class that's putting on a show of some type. Like one of my girls was putting on a show last week with her class where they were dancing to the Forrest Frank song and doing all the motions to the song. So yeah, every week they have a new class that does a presentation, and it's just a sweet time to be able to come and be with my kids there at chapel. And I usually bring my kids that are homeschooled with me to go to chapel, and Gabby loves going to the chapel. I also get to help the teachers. So like they have these VIP mom group where you can get to help the teachers once a month. So I actually go into the school and help the teachers, whether it's with laminating, with preparing centers, with organizing their classrooms. Whatever they need, they pass on projects to us and we're able to help them, and our kids see us there working along with the teachers once a month, and it's just a really sweet thing to be able to be involved. I think kids feel supported. I think teachers feel supported, and I think it's just a great way to be involved in your kids' education. So what is this channel gonna look like from now on? Like I've gone from homeschooling to Christian school, but I am still an educator at heart. And in this channel, what you're gonna see is you're gonna see a lot of educational videos still, but you're also gonna see mom life, just a lot of more things about me. And this season, you're gonna see our after school routine, our before school routine. You're gonna see how I supplement my kids' learning, and just a lot of just other things that I'm really into at this moment. I'm gonna talk about how I'm getting my master's degree online, how I'm preparing myself to go into teaching next year, and just other things that I am working on at the moment. There's a lot of really cool projects that I'm working on that I would love to share with you all. I share a lot of it on my private membership community. I sometimes take a little hiatus from YouTube, and I share a lot more on my Bloom Sister community where I make videos there for those ladies. And there you'll see like what I make for my kids for lunches and my schedule every day, and a lot of more like inside scoop type of things. So I'll link that. If you haven't joined our community, I'll link that below. But you can also find me on Instagram. I love to post stories from time to time, and I love to just post the things that I'm up to. So I'll also link that below. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that really like you're able to see my life and my journey if you've been following me for a long time, and see that things change. Like I think I've been on YouTube for like at least 10 years. I've been here on YouTube, and I've always been a homeschool mom, but I think God calls us to different things in every single season, and when he calls us to something, we need to take the courage to follow his lead, because when we follow his lead, he always has gifts for us. I honestly had moments where I questioned myself, like that first week of school, like, oh, my babies, like I'm sending them off to school. But it was just trusting the Lord, and I was doing the right thing because I was doing what he called me to do. And looking back and just seeing God's hand in every detail really confirms to me that that's where he wanted us to be. And I realized that sending them to Christian private school is not giving up on homeschooling. It's just doing a different form of school where I'm supporting my kids in a different way, where they're learning from different teachers and having different experiences that I am not holding them back from. That's really important. It's not about keeping your kids really tight and close to you where you don't let them experience different things. It's, you know, at one point, it's letting your kids go out into the world and experience the world in different ways and be the salt and be the light that God has called them to be. And that's what I prepared my kids for, and they're continuing to be prepared for it as well. This year really has been a reminder to me that motherhood and education changes, and every season is gonna look different, and that's okay. And it's honoring every single season. If you're always the same and if your life is not changing, then there's something going on that's not right. Life is always changing. God is always calling us out of our comfort zone. God is always calling us to do different things where we could be his hands and feet. And that's what we are planning to be in this next season with God's guidance. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.
I went down in the river to pray, starting a